Today's topic of morning dialogue is the collective energy of love and prayer to heal the traumas of ecocide and genocide. Ecocide and genocide. I will briefly present the Buddhist viewpoint about this, and then we shall begin the dialogue as yesterday. The words used here is the collective energy of love and prayer. So this is a quite difficult topic to define what is collective, what is energy, and what is love. In the Buddhist viewpoint, doing together may not make necessarily a collective work. We may take one action, many people together, but their mindset and their intention and their motivations are different, then that does not make any collective work. To make the work collective, all the workers, all the doers should have a well connected with each other in the spiritual realm. Then regarding the energy, there can be pervasive energy or universal energy, but we are talking here is about energy which is produced by a collective work. Then what about the love? The love means compassionate mind which does not come out of the selfish nature. The love and attachment sometimes difficult to differentiate. Attachment comes out of the self-center, and love comes because of the other. To be concerned with other without any selfish interest, that should be called as love. Many people misinterpret the two words. Love is mistaken with attachment, and detachment is interpreted as unconcerned or uncare. So detachment can be a source of love as well. Then about prayer. Prayer is expressing some intention or some wish to the universal energy or to the divine source. Love, energy of love and energy of prayer can do wonders if there is a basic source at the ground level. The cause is already created, then that can be energized or that can be stimulated by love and prayer. If there is no positive cause or karmic force accumulated by the people, then prayer alone cannot address to the traumas. The real seed is to be created by each individuals, and then energy of love and prayer can work as other conditions to sprout that seed. That's all. I will open to the floor. This question is important and also complicated. I find it difficult to answer in a few sentences. When someone asks how the meditation can help for the spirit of universal love, the first of all, we shall have to have a common understanding what is meditation. In Buddhist tradition, the word meditation refers to the training of mind. To train the mind, there are number of different ways. The first one is a kind of at an intellectual level, the mind does not have a clear understanding. Then through meditation, the mind gives the power to understand the reality as it is. There's one kind of training. The second kind of train the mind is to try to transform or change the mind's present disposition from negative emotion to positive emotion, from anger to love, from hatred to kindness. So these are the present disposition of the mind is altered through meditation. The third kind of training the mind is to get free the mind from the conditionings of the external factors. Our mind is deeply conditioned from many things, largely the images, the memories, and the imaginations. Knowingly or unknowingly, our mind has many acceptances without knowing. Our mind is conditioned by some concept of difference between self and the other, or difference between the different people at the other side. So all things are fragmented and divided through our thought process. To get the mind free from this condition, we have to watch, observe our mind, how it is functioning, how it is arising, how it is conceiving or perceiving. We shall have to have a watching mind, a mindfulness we call it, through which we have to understand the disposition and the functioning of our mind properly. When we are able to deconditioning the mind from all these external factors, then mind will able to go back its natural source or its naturality. The originality means the pure nature of the mind, which is not contaminated by anything. When we are able to re-establish that naturalness, it has no limit, it has no boundary. Then it will enlarge or it will become pervasive by its own. That would be always in the disposition of love. And then your unconditioned, unlimited love can go out to all sentient beings universally by its own force. Meditation does not make some new power, adding to the new power to the mind, but meditation is dispelling the boundaries and the conditions or the hindrances. When all the hindrances and contaminations are being dispelled, then mind itself is always universal. The dark side has two different nature. One is dark because you don't see it. The other is dark, you misconceive it. You are seeing, but seeing in mistakenly. The first darkness, not knowing, shall have to be dispelled through analytical meditation, examination, inquiry, to find out what is and try to realize it, to know it. The wisdom, awakening of wisdom or inner intelligence will remove the darkness of not knowing. This is not that difficult when it's comparing with the dispelling the darkness of the misconceptions. or misunderstanding. The darkness of misconception, there are so many, but the basic hindrance to our spiritual growth is the misconception of self. Not knowing the self, but have a grasping of self, which is inherently, independently existence, and we have not inquiry about it, we just have a grasping about the self, which makes different, completely different from the rest of the humanity or rest of the existence. To dispel this misconception, a great deal of meditation or a great deal of inquiry or examination that is necessary. It's difficult to articulate, verbalize, but for example, the Buddhist terminology is mindfulness, or to observation of the mind. And some recent scholars used to say to live with the inquiry, or to observe without the observer. As long as you observe with the observer, then you are not able to observe the real misconception. So you observe things without observer, then you will be able to see the reality. I don't know whether it answers on making sense. In the Buddhist terminology, metta and karuna, this is referring to little bit different disposition of the, in English language you may call it love or concern. The karuna is looking to the suffering of the other people, other sentient beings, and due to the seeing the suffering, a kind of great concern is created, and the concern creates a willingness or determination to remove the suffering from the other sentient beings. That is called karuna. And metta is not taking the priority of removing the suffering, but it is a wish to give all kind of happiness and peace. The positive way to give happiness and peace to sentient beings is called metta, and to remove the suffering is called karuna. But both of them is concerned for the other peoples. When we meditate on metta, first we have a wish to have happiness and joyful to all the sentient beings. Then whatever I have happiness and joyful with me, or I have the karmic force of having such peaceful and happiness, I send them to all sentient beings. And when I meditate karuna, the other people's suffering, how I can take them to myself. And this kind of practice is the metta and karuna meditation. That's all.